I may be sick, but I am still making progress. On day 1, I reconnected with my childhood and disproved my assumption that I was always bad at math. And on day 2, I learned about the destructive power of the math person myth and made a plan to destroy it once and for all. On day 3, I took an arithmetic test for the first time in my adult life and assessed my starting point. And today, on day 4, I start. I am slowly realizing and slowly starting to accept that a lack of skill really isn't what's holding me back. My main limitation is a lack of confidence, and yesterday definitely confirmed that for me. I mean, look at this. I got a perfect score on my addition drill, and yet when you look at the footage of me actually doing the problems, I was just so uncertain of myself.
8 plus 6. Oh god. I have no idea.
I'd really like to hear from you about how you learned to trust your instincts, because that's something that I've always struggled with, and I realize it is an incredibly important skill to have, not just in math, but in life. If I were to take a guess about the answer, it's probably the most obvious one. Just practice, right? This morning, I did practice for 2 hours doing arithmetic problems on Khan Academy. I've never used the site before. It was actually, pretty cute. Anyway, I got pretty far, but the thing I really want to focus on is just addition. It is so simple, so simple, but I want to make sure I appreciate just how deep a simple concept like that can go. And one of the first questions that came to mind was just, which algorithm is faster? I know there are different ways to do it. Like, is it faster to start on the right or on the left? And another question, why is it easier for us to add than to subtract? Like, I was taking a look at my subtraction results here, and for a couple of them, I added instead of subtracted, as if my brain just refused to follow the instructions. Why? And I wonder, what other addition and subtraction algorithms are out there? How many techniques are out there, and which ones would work better for me? And is it possible? Like, how could you measure or compare the efficiency of 2 different algorithms? Like for mental math, in the brain, like which is more efficient for my brain to do? Here's another question. How many different ways can you add 2 numbers together? Of course, the longest and simplest way to write a number is just 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. And that really gets to the heart of what addition is, just repeated counting. And it's funny to me that even as an adult, I still resort to counting on my fingers when I'm doing, say, 5 plus 7 to get 12. I'll go, okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I could stop relying on counting on my fingers to do math by the end of this month, that would be a huge success. Oh yeah, definitely have to take a look at this one called Magnificent Mistakes in Mathematics. I love that there's so much to learn from your mistakes, not just because making one makes you realize you need more practice, but I mean more specifically, the types of mistakes that we make reveal how our brains work and reveal how we model our ideas of the universe and just concepts in general. And there was a really cool thing I remember reading not that long ago about mistakes in linguistics. And so I wonder if there are similar categorizations of mistakes in math, the different types of mistakes that people make. And I imagine at different ages and at different skill levels, people make different mistakes as well. Like the one I did where I was adding instead of subtracting. Clearly I know how to subtract, I understand the difference, but for some reason my brain just I don't know. That's something I'd like to look more into. And algorithms as a really broad topic are interesting too, right? Because I keep running into that anytime I read about computer science, and that's something I would like to learn more about in the future. But right now I'm trying to keep it really simple. And also, I'm feeling really sick still. And I'm sad because I was planning to visit my family for dinner tonight, but now I can't see them tonight because I don't want to get them sick, and so I'm just gonna be alone tonight. Hopefully I won't feel too sad. Maybe I'll just sleep a lot. I don't know.